Well, hello, Ben, Platt and Aly. It's a pleasure to be with you with Nashville's #1 for all the hits, the new Hot 106.7. Ben, let's start with you. You sang the national anthem last night at the MLB All-Star game. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
I saw you sing the anthem at a baseball game in 2015 at Nats Park on the 4th of July, right before Dear Evan Hansen premiered in DC.
Yes, that was my first proper anthem.
Oh, how much has changed.
Were you living in DC at the time, or what brought you to DC then? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I grew up in DC and I moved to Nashville not too long ago. Now,
national anthem is not easy to sing. So the fact that you killed it, we know as singers, that's a fucking hard one.
I bet it is. I know so many people will just forget the words because it's so hard to sing. Have you ever been afraid of that happening? Either of you?
No, I think we all learned from the Christina moment that we have to really know our words when we get up there to do the national anthem. So I think I wasn't worried about that. It's more the thing that's hard in the stadium is that in your ear, it's one timing, and then when you hear it out,
it reverberates.
A minute later. So you have to kind of ignore the tempo, George, and just listen very closely to what's in your ear. But it was really fun, and it was really hot, and it was great.
AJ and I were actually in the studio, and my husband texted me and was like, "Ben's singing the national anthem. I'm watching the game." And I was like, "Really?" So we went online and checked it out. I mean, obviously I wasn't surprised that you nailed it, but
thanks, Aly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ben, also we're twins right now because I have my dog with me too.
Who's that?
This is Sugar.
Sugar, this is George.
Hi, George.
Hey, hi, George.
Well, I'm not so sure if George will be heading out with you guys, but you guys are going on the Reverie tour this fall, and you're finally going to get to share all your new music with your friends and your fans after all this time. What is that going to feel like?
I mean, I'm thrilled. I'm nervous because it's been, a little while since I've gotten up on the horse because of the pandemic, and Aly and AJ have been going on an incredible tour already, and they're really in the groove. So I'm just excited to get in the rehearsal room over the next few weeks and get comfortable again with, singing for 90 minutes or however long, and just get back into that swing physically. But, emotionally, I'm just so excited. It's been such an isolating time. I mean, I'm very lucky that I have a wonderful partner and I have my family, but it's been so long since I've had a real communion with my fans and with people who love the music. So to do that in such incredible rooms like the Bridgestone and all of these really scary big spaces is very terrifying in the great way, where it makes you want to get to tomorrow. It's the good kind of butterflies, I think. And I get to go with Aly and AJ everywhere, which is something that younger me would never have thought possible.
Aww. I love how this all came together because I don't know, I just feel like it's very meant to be. Ben mentioned, which is funny because I didn't even put two and two together, that we were literally in a musical that was out here in LA when we were kids. You were 9 and I was probably 13 or something, at the Gary Marshall Theater. So we have technically already performed together, but this is now just a different version. And and I think it's really cool that we get to experience these venues that we've never played. A lot of these venues we've seen shows in. And I think it's going to be really magical. I think people are going to have a really great experience feeling connected to music again in a live space. We've had to do so many things over Zoom and through the internet to kind of keep us entertained. And this will finally be this kind of joyful reunion of music and people and celebrating just a lot of love in one room.
Both you and Ben mentioned feeling comfortable just now. And something I love about both of you is you stand for so many different causes that are mainly based on people feeling safe and comfortable and seen. And so I can already tell that this tour is going to be just an excellent representation and catalyst for creating that comfort with you and your fans. It's going to be so awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're already in talks about how to kind of incorporate a cool charity moment into the show with Ben, and so we're just thrilled to be able to bring that good energy to people. I think people really need that. I mean, we always need that, but I think more now than ever, just with the pandemic. I think it really affects a lot of people's mental health. So
Totally.
hopefully we bring a lot of healing to people.
Yeah, just a safe space, both in terms of literally safe and also just emotionally feeling free to have whatever experience you want to have. And
Totally.
yeah.
Yes. Now, speaking of feeling safe, something I've noticed, at least with friends of mine and colleagues my age, is because of everything we've been through, we're kind of wishing for and feeling nostalgic for years that were relatively not so long ago, and particularly memories and music that both of you are associated with. Of course, Aly and AJ's iconic songs that we grew up with, and Ben, Dear Evan Hansen, and Pitch Perfect. Knowing that everyone has been finding comfort even more so now than ever in those works of yours, do you feel nostalgic for those eras and those times too, knowing that you kind of spark that in other people, or is it kind of not the same feeling that way?
For me personally, both. I mean, of course, those were wonderful times. I think more so than creatively feeling nostalgic, because obviously as an artist, you have wonderful experiences and then you get hungry to do more and do other things and develop, and you get inspired to write other experiences and things like that. But I think in terms of the complications of the world and of entertainment and, you know, of all of the new variables in our lives collectively, certainly there's a nostalgia for a time where some of that was a lot simpler and there wasn't so many obstacles. I mean, there were obstacles, different kinds, as there always are, but certainly not as dire feeling as now. And so, you know, I think it's trying to remember the freedom or how that felt, or the kind of lack of complication, and then applying that to where you are now as an artist and creatively, what's the music that you're passionate about now and that you want to sing now, and honoring the, you know, people who love the things of the past. I know we can both relate to that, and honoring people who are coming to feel, you know, reminded of those things, but also honoring where we are as artists and what where we're connected to now and what art that we're excited about in the present.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree. It's delivering a mix of both, so that, you know, you're feeling satisfied as the artist playing some of the new music, but you're also being able to give people a great like snapshot in their past that they really enjoyed, that maybe brought some wonderful memory that is now sparked. And I think that's a really great way to kind of entertain people, is by giving them both sides of that.
Totally.
Now, Aly, you and AJ have been releasing the most incredible music recently. Your EP, 10 Years, is one of my favorite EPs ever.
Oh, thanks.
I love it. And you just released a deluxe version of your album in February. And now this Friday, we're getting a new version of Like Whoa. And so how is it like, you know, working on this new stuff that you've been putting out for years, that you've continuously put out, and then revisiting your old stuff?
I mean, it's cool. It's a fun way to kind of like revamp the old music. I don't think we ever really thought that Potential Breakup Song would have a second life on TikTok. But then that inspired us to do re-records of Like Whoa, and the one that's actually coming out is Chemicals, but Like Whoa was in there too. So yeah, so Chemicals, you know, is kind of the third of the trio of songs that we felt like we could kind of give a new reimagined version of. And it's just kind of updating the track a bit. You know, there's certain things that you did when you were a teen that you look back on now and you're like, it's kind of a cringy sound. Why did we like that to that mix? But everything dates. That's what's so funny, is that like everything in some point in time is going to date and has a bit of a expiration stamp on, like, well, that was made in that year and it sounds like it was, you know, but this is maybe our version of kind of, I don't know, like just putting a little new sauce on it, and making the fans, you know, excited about calling back to that track.
I like a little new sauce on it. That's fun. Some Aly and AJ sauce. I need some.
There you go.
All right. Well, I want to be respectful of your time. I know you guys are so busy, but I want to let you guys share anything else you want to share with your Nashville fans before we wrap things up. Anything else you want to tell us?
We're just so excited to come and perform, and you know, we might even have a little collab together in the show.
Yep.
So you have to come and find out at the Bridgestone, and it's just going to be a really warm and joyful and musical evening, and I hope to see
It's a great music city, so we're going to give you a great show.
Exactly.
Yes. September 18th. I can't wait.
Thanks so much.
Amazing. Oh, well, guys, thank you so much. This has been so delightful. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. And goodbye to George as well. He's off camera.
Is George coming? Is George coming on the road, or have you ever toured with him?
Oh,
Ben?
he's so happy.
Goodbye, George. Yes, he'll be there for like half the time. Half he's gonna stay with Noah, and then half will come along.
Cool. Bixby, our dog, will be with us the whole time. So
Oh my
you'll-
God, really?
yeah, you'll meet him. He's a sweetheart. He likes other dogs, so maybe they can kind of have a little play.
They'll
date.
be best friends.
Cute.
Bye, Sugar.
I guess we'll have to leave Sugar at home. I think Bridgestone Arena might be a
Sugar's left at
little
home.
too scary.
Yeah.
Amazing. Guys, thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
you.
Nice to talk to you.